Hello, EXPS 420 students. Jeff Bouwman here, and I have a really cool activity for you to do. In this assignment, Geologic Time Scale, you are going to create a model that you would use in your classroom to teach your students about Earth's history. Now, growing up as a kid, when you think about learning about Earth's history, it was very boring, very bland. Um, Not fun, if you will. And so one of the things that we have to do as educators is we have to come up with creative ways to engage our students. And one way to do that is to build a really solid model with them. Now, in the past, maybe you've seen me do this at University of Michigan Dearborn, this is what I call the toilet paper lab. And you may have been walking out of class one night and all of a sudden you see massive rolls of toilet paper all over the place on campus, and you had students writing on those rolls of toilet paper. Well, that was my class, that was this class. And um, while you're at home, I have my roll of toilet paper here. And if you click on the link below to download the Geologic Time Scale activity, this is an activity that you can use to create a model to teach your students about Earth's history. Now, for this activity, either you can use this um, activity provided, or you can create your own. But to earn 20 points, what I'm looking for is I want you to come up with a creative way to teach your students about Earth's history. Now, whether you use this one or you find a different one and you create a working model, it's up to you. If you choose to use this activity provided here, read up on it, maybe see if there are YouTube videos out there that can explain it. Grab a roll of toilet paper, a Sharpie, and you don't have to outline all of these events because that would take quite a while to do. But you can pick, I would say, maybe like 20, 25 big events, and you definitely have to do the current time, which is 00, or, and you have to use 230, the origin of Earth. So those would have to be mandatory. I would want to see this all laid out. And if you use the toilet paper to actually do this, a whole roll, it's awesome. The model that you get when I'm shaking toilet paper at the camera. This is craziness, but it's really quite cool to see how big this model actually gets. Now, if you choose to do something a little different, what I need from you is you have to turn in that example, that model. Now, don't go out and Google ideas and then send me a link to something already done by somebody else. I want you to make your example of that working model. As a teacher, quite often I get ideas, I see things that I really like, and I take those ideas and I change them and I make them mine, okay? And so if you're not using this one, I want you to kind of create a model of something that's already out there, okay? So put your spin on it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say is put your spin on it. So again, for this activity to earn 20 points, um, create a model of Earth's history so it would be impactful and students would learn from it and they would be getting science done. That's very, very important. So very simple, very easy to do. When you submit, turn in whatever you have. So if you build something, take pictures of it. You can submit pictures. If you have a lot of pictures, you could put them all into like a Google Doc and you could submit that. Submission is really quite open on this assignment. And again, this is not one of those assignments that's a gotcha. I want to see your creative spin. I want to see you put models to work, and I want to see your creativity. And if you come up with something really good, take pictures of it because you might want to include that in your M portfolio later on. So as always, if you have any questions, please email me. I'm bummed that I don't get to do this lab with you in class. This is one of my favorites. However, I'm excited to see what you can come up with. All right. According to my good friend, Dr. Dixon Butler, you learn science by doing science. I kind of plagiarized that, started saying getting science done. That's what I want to see. Let's see what you can come up with. My rambling is done, and have fun with this. This is for 20 points. Any questions, again, email me. Bye-bye.